Welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it's been a while, but we are back at it. We are in Akron, Ohio, waiting for our train to arrive to bring us into the Cuyahoga National Park. That plan for today, then we're gonna go check out more of the park, and then we're gonna head to Pittsburgh for the night. In the morning, head down to Shenandoah National Park and do some backpacking and camping. So stay tuned for the trip.
Yay!
We made it to the farm. Just finished up our pancake breakfast. A little mediocre. The syrup was good, but other than that,
the syrup was good.
So we're gonna take a tour of the farm and see what it's all about. So we're in the carriage manufactory right now. So this is where they put all the pieces together to make different horse carriages. All these woodworking tools were belt driven. So we got belts going to all the different tools. We went and visited the sugar house where they actually make the maple syrup, just for demonstrations here, but it takes 40 gallons to make, what do you say, 1 gallon of maple syrup. That's crazy.
It's a lot.
Handles on the windows, we can pull on them, the glass will pop out. And
we made it back to the car after our train ride. We're now on our way to the Cuyahoga Valley National Park Visitor Center. This is Brandywine Falls, the tallest waterfall in the park. Morning, we are back on the road. We've got just under 4 hours to the Luray Caverns.
We made it to the caverns.
So that's the through point where they first came through to the cavern in 1878. This is Dream Lake, so all those stalagmites that you see below are actually just a reflection from the ones above. That looks like a cave, but it's just a little reflection from the water. Oh yeah.
So it's a mechanical striker tapping it.
So up there, you guys can't see it, but there's a small like piston that is hitting a stalagmite at different points to create a note. And there's, I think he said 35 of them around all the caverns, around 3.5 acres, to create that organ, the music. It's awesome. So this part that we're in now is considered Skeleton's Gorge because they found human remains here. But they say that it was most likely washed into the gorge. So we just passed by the wishing well, and they said at the end of each year there's about 2 to 3 feet of coins in the bottom, and they've raised over $1.2 million from it that they give to different educational and health organizations.
We up some bacon with that. That's crazy.
Favorite part of the caverns?
The Dream Lake, where it was all
100%,
reflection. That was so
100%.
cool and trippy, but I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice.
No, not one bit. And you know, the organ was cool, but it was man-made. The Dream Lake is all natural.
Right.
Definitely so cool, super trippy.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely recommend checking out this place though. It is awesome. Very cool, worth the stop. Okay, we arrived at our humble abode for the night. Let me give you guys the grand tour here. So we got a 20-foot shipping container, named the Riverview, of course. Come inside, and we've got a pull-out couch for the bed. Looks like comforter and stuff up there. Chairs. We got a small fridge, small kitchen area, microwave, sink, toaster, all that stuff. And then a tiny little bathroom with a shower, toilet, and another small sink. Everything we need for a night, along with this absolute beautiful view out here, of course. Lounging chairs over here. Val's already found her spot. Kayak, maybe we'll take that out a little bit. And then of course the whole reason you booked this place, the hot tub.
We're out here on the Shenandoah, as you can see. I got this cool little contraption, it just paddles for me. I really just been sitting and moving right along, so I would highly recommend getting one of these. Not really sure where you can find them, but really good to have one.
We're not getting anywhere with this current.
Yeah, but the sun's out and it's so nice.
It is. For dinner we got some steak for me, some veggie burgers for Val, and then some onions and some taters. Should be good. So we're gonna eat dinner, and then we're just gonna hang out for the rest of the night, get in the hot tub, and just relax before our hike tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys in the morning. Well, as you can tell, we made it to the national park. So we parked at Hawksbill Gap Parking, and we're starting on the Cedar Run Trail here. So we've got about 3.5, 4 miles to camp, nothing too crazy. We've got, I think overall, it's about 4,000 feet in elevation change through the whole trail, so today and tomorrow. So we're just gonna take our time. We'll stop for lunch at some point, check out some waterfalls, and then camp for the night.
Can't wait.
Crossed our first waterfall, just a little baby one. We've come to a stream crossing. We got a pretty nice little waterfall to our right here, and then we got to get across the stream to get back to the trail. We're stopping at our first marked waterfall for lunch here. So we've got some, what do we got? Some tamales for lunch?
Yep.
Found these at Whole Foods, just kind of ready to eat tamales. So we got bean salsa and street corn. Let's see how they taste. How is it? Interesting? I think the sweet corn elotes one is better. These are good. These are an easy lunch, something different than the usual. And you bring some hot sauce or some guacamole or something to go with them to help moisten them up a little bit more. They're solid. This pool under the waterfall here would be a perfect swimming hole. The water's a little chilly today for that. Finished up lunch, back on the trail. Probably about, I like to say it's probably about 3 miles, to be honest, till we start figuring out where we're camping. Maybe 2 to 3, I don't know. We got plenty of time left in the day though, so it's definitely slow going. Lots of, pretty much all downhill this first day. We had one section where we went up and then back down, but lots of rocks. So just taking our time, making sure we got good footing. We're coming up to our second stream crossing here. Made it. All right, we just passed the post for linking up the Cedar Run Trail with the White Oak Canyon Trail. So now we're continuing left onto the White Oak Canyon Trail. And it says we can either camp before White Oak Run or about a 1/4 mile after White Oak Run. So on the sign it said it was 3 miles back to where we started. So we've done about 3 miles. It was all downhill. Now it's kind of flattened out. Looks like probably be flattened out for the rest of the night, and then tomorrow it'll be all uphill. So almost there.
Yeah.
So we stopped a little farther back here, and we saw it looked like a pretty good campsite, but it's real close to the trail. So we dropped our stuff, and then I went ahead just to see if there's something better. And I think there's a better spot up there that's a little bit off the trail some more, so we're not so close to the trail. So not too far ahead, and then we'll camp there. And we got the river right next to us tonight, so that'll be great for the water source and just to listen to it. All right, pick Val back up, and we're going to find the spot that I found for camp tonight. All right, we found our camping spot. We're a little bit off the trail here. We're before the intersection, so before the no camping part. Kind of looks like this might have been camp at some point for somebody, so I feel pretty good about it. It's not really, nothing's labeled really well out here, and like the trails that we've hiked before, you can usually have fires, so there's usually a fire ring made out of rocks or something left behind, but here no fire, so hard to really tell where you can camp, but I think we're within the right spots.
Finally made it to my favorite part of the whole hike, which is my sleeping bag setup. This is just the coziest.
So this is our sleep setup for tonight. So we've got a Nemo Disco women's 30-degree sleeping bag and a Nemo Disco 15 men's sleeping bag. So if you remember, if you watched our Bruce Peninsula trip, these two bags zipped together into one giant one. Now when we did that trip, we didn't have the straps for our sleeping pads, so they separated and we had one big crack in the middle at night. So this time we've got some straps, tie them together, and should be a nice setup for the night. So Shenandoah National Park was opened in 1935, and it has one drive going through the whole park that's 105 miles long called the Skyline Drive. So you could start at one end and go all the way through, have lots of scenic overlooks. So we started at about the 30-mile mark, kind of in the middle. There's another entrance that comes in, and then we only went, would we only go about 20 miles or so to where we parked. I'm here at the Robinson River, gonna filter some water, and I've got the new Catadine Be Free that I got out in Arizona. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see how it works for this trip. It's good. Good?
It's fine. That's beautiful down there. Here, I'm gonna zoom for you so you can see that. It's pretty down there.
Water all filtered. First impressions of the Catadine Be Free. I like how lightweight it is. Super easy to use. It's got a nice wide mouth for filling it up with water. Seems like it's easy to clean, so that's really nice, because that was something with the Sawyer that it wasn't hard to clean, but not as easy as just shaking it around or swishing it around like this one. So we'll, keep trying it. Started on dinner here. So this trip we opted for some backpacking meals, just so we had easy cleanup. I've got some beef lasagna from Mountain House for me, just some regular lasagna from Backpacker's Pantry. So we'll see how these taste today.
Oh, babe, that's good. Sure, it might be good. Yeah. That's good, actually.
I think the verdict is Val's is better. It's got like some more spices and stuff in there. I mean, I like the beef in mine, but mine's just giving me a hamburger helper vibe. Gets the job done, not bad, but that's got some more flavor to it. All right, so I bought the Bear Vault for this trip. I don't think we really need it. I think it's still kind of cold out, but if you go to REI, you're not just gonna buy backpacking meals. But they say you're supposed to keep it 70 big steps away from camp. So let's go find a spot. Filtered a little bit more water, got everything tucked away, so we're just gonna chill out for the rest of the night. Probably getting our sleeping bags a little bit early. Sun's starting to go down and starting to get a little chillier down here. But we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. We both slept pretty good last night. In the middle, when you zip those sleeping bags together, because the heads don't zip together, you get one big draft tunnel. So my arms got a little cold because I was in a t-shirt. Other than that, we were both really warm. This morning, early this morning, I took my down jacket and put it in the middle. Should have done that a lot sooner because that worked great to help block the draft. Neither one of us is too hungry, so we're just gonna pack our pockets full of snacks and then get hiking. We should only have about 4 miles today, so we're thinking probably 4 hours because it's pretty much just gonna be all uphill with a couple snack breaks, of course. So should be a nice morning though. Sun's starting to come out. I don't think it got below 40 last night. I'm gonna say that's probably where it was. I don't know for sure, but I think we'll have a pretty nice day once the sun's out here. Back on the trail.
This is my second favorite part of hiking.
Hiking out.
No, but it's been really beautiful, and the water sounds were really nice
Yeah,
last
right
night. It
next
was like
to
a
the-
sound machine.
We just passed the point where it says no camping beyond the sign, so I kind of think maybe we were camping in the national forest and then it goes to the national park and that's where you can't do any camping. I don't know exactly those. It's all a little confusing, but we were before the sign, so we were good. Baby rats. How awesome would it be if this was just in your backyard? Just the river running through. Doesn't get much better than that. Look at this place. Amazing. People love their waterfalls. Beautiful. So far, this second part of the trail has been a lot more scenic. We had a nice waterfall, and I know we got a couple more coming up. Can't see it very well on camera, but we got the sun out, mountains to our back. It's a beautiful day for hiking. We're talking about how the bears out here probably eat a whole bunch of berries once they're in season. And that makes me question, what came first? The bears or the berries? Were the bears named after berries because they eat berries? Or the berries named after bears because the bears eat the berries? Let us know down in the comments what you think. Another amazing waterfall in this part of the trail. They're pretty far away, so the camera doesn't pick them up well. I know I keep talking about it, but I cannot get over these waterfalls. You know, none of them are Niagara Falls waterfalls, but they're all out here in nature. They're not tourist trapped. They're just stunning, and it's just waterfall after waterfall in this back half. So definitely the more scenic part of the trail today. Are you sick of the waterfalls yet? No, I'm not. Little rock waterfall shower. Feels good. Just passed a post that said it's the halfway point for the White Oak Canyon Trail. It says, attention hikers, do not exceed your limit, go past this point, because there's no shuttle, but that should put us over halfway for the day because we started down the White Oak Canyon Trail quite a bit. So we're here. We've got to walk this fire road down. It's gonna split. We'll go left to keep on to, I think it's like Skyland Path or something, to get back to Hawksbill Gap where we parked. All right, we officially made it to the fire road. So we're just gonna take this the rest of the way out. Pretty flat, pretty wide, kind of what I expected. So it should be easier hiking from here on out.
Just a little break on this uphill.
Well, we can see the cars in the distance, so we're about there. But overall, it's been a nice trail. Some beautiful scenic views. So we're gonna go grab a snack, explore the park some more. So we'll probably throw some clips of that at the end. But other than that, thanks for watching. Surprise, we stopped at the New River Gorge National Park, home of the New River Gorge Bridge, which was built on my birthday in 1977. Pretty cool. So we're gonna do a little scenic drive here, and thanks for watching.